Alright, continuing with the home visits, we went to visit a fourth house. This one was another bi-level, and it was priced a bit higher than the other ones that we had gone to see so far, but it was still in our price range. I believe it was $189.9, and it was just adorable from the outside, set in away from the road, decent amount of land. We liked the lot. Power lines were not hanging above ground. It wasn't a high traffic road. Beautiful big bay window. We liked the outside. Then we went inside, and we were pleasantly surprised that this one was not a fixer-upper like the other ones, which was reflected in the price being higher than the other ones. And really, there were very few cosmetic changes I would want to make. There was a little bit of dated shag carpeting in the upstairs level that I would want to upgrade, and the kitchen floor was old. I would want to update that to a ceramic tile. But really, there wasn't that much that we would have to change, and we certainly could move in right away and make the changes later when we have more money to, after we pay closing costs and get settled in a bit. So we were really starting to think that this one would be a contender until we found out that not only was it not public sewer and it was septic, but instead of being public septic, it was on-site septic, which we really did not want. And then we found out that the septic actually was having issues and it was not functioning up to code, and that we were going to have to be the ones to pay to fix it before we would be able to even flush a toilet in there. And that the buyer was going to have to pay for everything, that the seller was not going to pay for any fixing of the septic system. So that eliminated that house for us. And then as we were leaving, after we already decided that this house was eliminated, we found out that the person who had lived there was an old lady who had lived there her whole life, grown old in the house, and then died in the house. And that was why the house was for sale. So personally, I do kind of believe, in the whole ghost spirit thing. If people don't cross over, then they could be lingering, and I really don't want to be living in a house where someone might have died in the bed or did die in the bed or whatever. If there's a chance somebody died in there, I really wouldn't want to live there. So that really eliminated that house. So we continued searching online, and we found a few more, like 4 more houses to look at. But then we ended up only going to see one because 3 of them were all close to the one power plant in eastern PA. And we were researching power plants and found out that, there's different chemicals and radiation given off by them. And even though the smokestacks are just water vapor, there is harmful radiation, and there is a serious chance of explosion. And actually, right after we learned about that and we eliminated houses that were near this power plant in Pennsylvania, then in the news I saw that there was a big power plant explosion in Connecticut that actually killed people. I think it was 5 people. And so that was really scary, and that really made us think, okay, we're not going to be living in a neighborhood anywhere near power plants. So that made us eliminate a bunch more houses that we had found online, and we didn't even want to go see them in person. And that all brought us down to one wonderful little colonial house, and that was the 5th house that we went to go see in person. And it really had a lot of the stuff we wanted. So check out the next video and I'll tell you all about that one.